What's up, chat? Okay. Minty night. What's going on, everybody? Do. Hey, what's going on?
No. Is porn cheating?
It's porn
No,
cheating.
I would definitely say no.
Definitely say no. All right, cool. What's your name?
You can just call me Space Age. It's fine.
Space Agent?
No, just Space Age.
Oh, Space Age. Okay. Hey, Space Age. All right. My name's Austin. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
All right. So you don't think porn is cheating? Tell me more.
Well, me and my partner, we watch it together. So, I wouldn't consider that cheating. We do watch porn individually, on our own. It would not be considered cheating.
Got it. Okay, cool. How long you been watching porn?
I'm not really sure. I don't know. I don't watch it like a lot. I just only really watch it with my partner. So, but I guess I've been doing it for a while, but not like every day.
Are you gaming right now?
Well, kind of. I could stop if
No
it's
judgment.
distracting.
I don't care. What are you playing?
It's a really really old game. You wouldn't know of it.
How do you know?
Uh, it's a game called Marvel Avengers Alliance.
Yeah, I don't know of it. You're
Yeah,
right.
I know. It's a very old game. That's okay though.
Yeah.
But I can stop if the clicking's distracting. I can
No,
stop.
I don't care. I love clicking. I click too.
Okay.
You know, listen.
I got you.
I got a gaming mouse. I game.
Okay.
A little
Yeah, it's
Fortnite,
okay.
CS:GO. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll do
So, how old are you?
28.
28. All right. So the average age of exposure is 13. So you probably started watching around then?
No, not 13.
No?
It was a little bit later, maybe like 19 or 20.
Oh, wow. That's very late. Super late, especially given your
Yeah.
age.
Yeah, I just never really got into it, I guess.
Yeah. Got it. All right. But then you did get into it. What
Yeah,
happened?
of course. I just started watching it. I mean, for self pleasure, stuff like that.
Got it. Got it. For self pleasure. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
All right. And you watch it with your partner?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Why do you guys do that?
It's just like a bonding experience, something that brings us together. It basically,
Bonding
it's like
experience.
it's like learning about your partner, kind of. It's like kind of like the kinks that they're into, the kind of stuff that they want to do together, stuff like that.
Got it. So watching strangers have sex is a bonding experience for you and your partner?
Yeah, it's like to see what turns us on, see like what exactly we want to try ourselves. Yeah, of course.
What's up, Danielle? Okay, so you're making the claim it's bonding to watch other people have sex. Are you guys married?
No, we're dating.
Dating, got it. How long you guys been together?
About a year.
About a year. Okay.
Mm.
What is it about watching pornography that is bonding in the way you're describing it?
In a way, it's kind of like learning about each other, right? It's kind of like learning about what kind of stuff we're into. We're both very sexual people, so I definitely. We both enjoy having sex, um, and we enjoy experimenting. So that's just kind of who we are. We like experimenting. We like pushing the boundaries of what we like doing.
Got it. So for you guys to learn each other better and explore one another better, you guys watch other people have sex.
Yes, or just
Got it.
to learn about it. Yeah.
To learn about what have you learned that you like you didn't know before?
literally everything. I literally knew nothing about sex, and then I started watching porn, and I was like, oh yeah, like I literally knew nothing. And now I learned about I learned all the positions, I've learned all the tools, the toys, stuff like that.
Yeah, something weird's happening. Oh gosh, what happened? Hold on. What happened? All of a sudden my music got loud. Do you guys hear that? Chat, do you hear that?
I can hear
What?
you just fine.
You can hear me just fine? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're good. The music is a little loud, but not.
Hold on. Hold on. Is the music loud all of a sudden?
It's not super loud, but it's definitely louder than it was before.
Okay.
Perfect. Yep.
Did that change it for you?
Yes.
All right,
That's
cool.
good.
Cool. Chad, do you guys hear the music? All right. So where were we? You learned stuff from
yeah,
porn.
so I learned a lot about sex, learned about it, so I can please me and my partner better, and my partner can please me better. Learning about all of these positions and tools and toys.
Got it. Okay. Interesting. Do you think porn's a good teacher for sex?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a very visual learner, so someone can explain it to me, but I'm way better at if I can see it with my own eyes. And I'm not talking about with just porn. I'm talking about everything in my life.
Yeah.
I'm way better way more of a visual learner than I am like a memorizer and trying to remember.
Got it. Got it.
So
Okay.
so yeah, I would say definitely was a good teacher.
Okay. Got it. Do you know much about how pornography is made and the industry and stuff?
I know that it's, I mean, not a lot behind it.
Got it.
I know a little bit. I know that there's houses and mansions where people always do this, and specific actors and actresses and stuff like that. But not a whole. I've never thought about the history of it. No.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Okay. All right, man. Well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, of course. Do you have any other questions? I guess.
I got lots of questions, but I don't know. You're my first guest of the night, so we're just getting started.
Okay.
Stick around. Maybe we'll bring you back on.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I appreciate the conversation.
All right. Thanks for sharing, man.
Of course.
All right, what's up, chat? What's going on? Like and share, tap the screen. Let's get this up to 10,000 likes. You know the drill. 10,000 likes. Let's see if both of my YouTube viewers are here. No, they're not there yet. Both of them. I got to do vertical on my YouTube. Like and share. By the way, my name is Austin Hamilton, also known as the Porn Coach. I help men who are struggling with unwanted sexual behavior break free from that, as well as women who are struggling with betrayal trauma to heal through the trauma that they experienced when they learned that their partner was watching pornography or cheating on them by having an affair. If you're interested in working with me, you can go to the link in my bio, schedule a call for me. I would love to chat with you. I wish it was under better circumstances, but if you want to break free from what you're dealing with, go ahead and schedule a call with me or send me a DM. Direct message. Tap the screen. Who was here the other night?
When I accidentally had my voice on, and I didn't know it. And then I talked like this the whole live. Well, not the whole thing, but for a lot of it. And then I
pressed this button, and it did that thing. And Danielle, were you here the other night? Were you here the other night, Danielle?
if you guys weren't here for my live on
Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? It was the Danielle, honestly, go back and watch it. It was 3 hours long. Seriously, I'm not kidding. I know you're one of my regulars and I appreciate that, but I'll even look up the episode for you. It was gold. It was absolute gold. It gets better as it goes on, but you got to watch the whole thing. I'm serious. You have to watch the whole thing because it builds on each other. So it was the October 22nd episode. So good. So good. Smiley face. Hey there, how's it going?
Good. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I'm doing good, thank you. Is porn cheating?
Awesome. I think it is cheating. I think it's an emotional type of cheating, and I feel like it's a gateway to physical cheating. Um, I just feel like, I mean, if you look up the research, there's so many detriments to watching porn, and like even Pornhub had to pull a bunch of videos off their platforms because it was of minors or those who didn't consent to having the
Mhm.
video done.
Mhm.
And I just feel like if people watch those platforms, they are supporting that kind of sexual violence towards people. Not only that, I feel like it's really misogynistic. I feel like it puts it's just all fake. You know, I feel like a lot of people, at least men in my experience, have said that they try to learn from porn, and I think it's just false and like a fake reality that they try to learn from. And I've seen it to where a lot of women, you know, have violence caused against them because men think they like that women like really harmful BDSM type of stuff when, especially when it's their first time too. I've heard a lot of anecdotes about that as well. Um, but yeah, I think it's cheating, and I've had my experiences. I mean, at the beginning, like when I was a teenager, I thought men would be men, so I thought it was normal. But you know, growing up and you know being with different partners who did have a porn addiction, it hurt me a lot, and I just grew to learn that it's actually really detrimental, and people should have control of their sexual urges. So
Yeah.
that's kind of my 2 cents about it, is that it's cheating. So
Yeah. Well, you pretty much hit the whole spectrum of all the things that we talked about here. Have you followed me before, or did you just stumble across my content?
I've followed you before, especially when I was in one of my relationships where I had a lot of betrayal with porn from my partner. But now I'm married to an amazing man.
Nice.
He has the same stance as I do about it. So my relationship's been the happiest and healthiest I've ever had without porn. I don't, and like our, you know, intimacy, like in our like intimate life is the healthiest it's ever been too. So I don't think people need porn to feel sexual gratification, but
Mhm.
that's my opinion. So
Mhm. Yeah, well, that's awesome. I love that, and I'm happy for you. That's great.
thank you.
Yeah. Did your husband ever struggle with pornography?
I feel like probably when he was younger, I mean, as like a teenager, but like now he doesn't watch that or anything. And when I first started dating him, I made it known that that's something that I wouldn't want in a partner, just because you know I've been betrayed by it before, and I just like my stance on it is negative. I don't like it, and he grew up and realized that you know it's not good to watch, and he agrees with my stance as well. And
Hmm.
so I think that's why our relationship has thrived as much as it has, is because we have the same views on that. So
Hmm. Good for you. Love that.
thank you.
What would you say? How old are you? Can I ask you that?
Yeah, I'm 26.
26. All right. What would you say to young women like in their early 20s as they're dating? And
Mhm.
as you probably know, it seems daunting to find somebody who doesn't watch pornography. What would
Mhm.
you say to young women when they're defeated by this?
I would say to keep your standards high and don't give up. There are men out there who do not watch porn. Don't settle for it either if you're in a relationship and you've asked him countless times to, you know, not watch it and he keeps betraying you in that way. I feel like you can get out of the relationship and find better, because you know it is really detrimental to you as well to try to compete with something that's so fake with pixels on a screen. And I know how it feels, but you know, don't don't see yourself as such low worth to have to date someone like that. Like you're you're enough to be able to be enough for someone, if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that competing with porn is is a game you can't win.
No.
You can't win because it's fake. It's not real. It's fake
Exactly.
intimacy. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
You too.
Hear me?
Yo, what's going on?
How's it going, man?
I'm doing well, thanks. Is porn cheating?
I would say for me now it is because my values have changed. But when I was growing up, though, I don't regret like the guy that was before me. We talked about how he watches it with his partner. I
Mm-hmm.
think for me, when I was younger and I was very insecure, I went through this program like pickup artist stuff, and then I went through this program called Do Girls Teach Smex, and it was like 40 gigs of a course of literally everything you can learn. And being able to study that and learn that stuff like helped me gain a lot of confidence
Wait, was
and
it
get
was
into
it
dating.
porn?
Yeah, like they teach, man, it's a whole program. And these two women, this guy named Bobby something, I forget his Bobby Yates or something, but
What is
he'll
it
talk
called?
to the camera. Do Girls Teach Smex? It's a program that was released about like 10 years ago. The head guy, his name's Bobby, but he would talk to the camera while the two girls perform what he's talking about. So, for instance, I learned about different ways women release, different techniques, and how to get into like having a girlfriend and being able to bring another person into the bedroom, like another woman. And I was able to just learn all that stuff because the women also teach too. So they teach the acts and they also teach how to speak to women in order to try new things. And so now I became a Christian later on. So my values are kind of like changed by force because I have
Mm-hmm.
to like follow Christ and kind of change the way I think about it. But I cannot lie and say that part of my life that stuff didn't give me any value. Like for me, when I was 13, I was abused by a church person that went to jail, right?
Mm.
And so for me, going to parties, going to parties, like adult parties and all that stuff was part of like my healing journey. And then I was going to become a producer. Before I converted to Christianity, I was about to release my studio, my own company, and I already did a couple shots with some famous actresses. I lived in a penthouse with 3 of them, and I know for them, they told me that they had a lot of abuse when they were kids by their own fathers, and this whole thing was part of their healing journey. And so I think there's another side to it as well. I think that Christianity tends to always point pornography as this women being coerced all the time and like bad deals, which is true. But the other half of it is that 50, I don't know if you knew this, but 15% of all women in America from ages 18 to 30 have an OF. So
15% of all women
that's
ages 18 to 30 have an OF.
in the
Yeah, I
US,
believe
yeah.
it. Yeah.
And that's the other side of Christianity that they don't talk about in the church. That for me, when I grew up as an incel, a virgin, I was saving myself till marriage till I was 24 because I was a Christian. And when I first slept, when I learned this stuff, pickup artist stuff, and I first slept with a beautiful woman, I like cried on the way home because I felt like the church lied to me because
Mm.
being able to do this act felt so free, and I felt like the church lied because I didn't feel guilty. I felt more masculine. And the
Mm.
more women I slept with, I became more masculine or I became more confident as well. And so I feel like there's another side to it, I guess. I mean, it's wrong. I think God exists. I think Christ did, he's the Messiah. And I believe that stuff is wrong, but I went through it and I can't say that there was no value in it.
Got it. Yeah, interesting. Um, Okay, and so what were your beliefs about sex before you became a Christian?
Well, so I would say that I became a Christian at 13 and then I fell away because of SMEX when I was 24. I was saving myself for marriage. I actually turned down opportunities with multiple women at the same time but then someone told me, oh, that they thought I was gay because I never had a girlfriend, and I purposely was a virgin on purpose, and that hurt me so much, right?
Mm. Yeah.
For them to say I was gay because I was abused by a gay person in the church, right? And so that got me into the pickup artist route. because I was very insecure. And the pickup artist route taught me how to like talk to women. I used to creep out women, and I learned how to talk to them. I learned how to get their numbers. I learned how to get dates. I learned how to get multiple girlfriends. And then that's when I started getting into the course. And then I started being able to apply this in the bedroom, and like having women just adore me for how I went about this intimacy act. And then from there, but unfortunately from there, my heart got darker. And that's where I wanted to get. I lived in a penthouse with a handful of actresses, and I was going to go into building my studio. I did a couple scenes. I shot a couple scenes for a couple big time people. But then one day I cried out to God, and I took this vegetable that we put on the pizzas. I'll just say that. And I had a spiritual experience, and then that's when I found Christ.
Oh, I got it. A vegetable that you put on pizzas.
Yeah.
I had to think about it for a second.
Yeah, because I don't want to like get you.
Yeah, got it.
So I guess my point is this. My point is like now it's cheating because I'm a Christ follower, but before I would have to say it was good for me. Like it was part of my healing journey. Like it was hard living under the pressures of our society that calls me an incel, that says I'm less than because I'm waiting for marriage. And then on top of that, purity culture in the church is tough, right? Because they brainwash you to think that you're going to be this used bubble gum. You're going to be like this piece of garbage that's not worthy of marriage. But when I first slept with the woman, I couldn't understand what I was feeling. I felt no shame. I felt like I was becoming a man. And then to be honest, that kind of carries into the other experiences I've had too. So like for instance, when I was a younger Christian, going to the club, going to a Las Vegas club, I would feel like I would be in the corner by myself because I was so shy.
Hmm.
But then being able to use Smex as a way of healing, I would go to adult parties with my friends, with my girlfriend, and being able to be with your girlfriend, go up to a woman, and we're all not wearing clothes. Like, man, I would never have been able to do that in my early 20s. So being able to experience confidence in that way was so empowering.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, you've landed at a place as a Christian, as a Christ follower, that sounds like you have you've arrived at sexual wholeness in part, right? But what's going through my head is, does the end justify the means, right? Like, or differently put, what could have been a different path that landed you to the same place?
That's where I have to be honest with you, like, because like I'm a church leader now, like I'm on staff at a church, I'm a worship leader. And it sucks because the thing that makes me confident in ministry is everything I learned from the world. Like being able, like I said, being able to handle objections when a woman doesn't like me, and pursuing them and getting them to like me and all that stuff. I learned all that stuff from the world. And what's crazy is Christians don't like to hear this, but when they compliment me now, like, wow, Johnny, you're so confident. You know how to talk to a room. How do you do this? Is it God? Well, yeah, it's God in a sense that he took everything that the enemy meant for harm for good. He turned it around. But in the end, I did learn that stuff from the world, because that stuff is not taught in the church. The church doesn't teach you how to ask for a woman's number at the mall, and then when she calls you a creep, how to handle that. The church doesn't teach you that, but the world does. And I was able to overcome all that stuff.
Yeah, I got that. But I mean, like, as somebody leading youth in a church, would you recommend they go down the same path you did to get to the place you are?
Oh, that's a good question. So, can I think about that real quick?
Yeah.
All right, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I've told. Like I was at a men's Bible study, and this is what I said: is that I wish. I don't know if you could turn that music down a little bit. If not, it's okay. If not, it's okay.
Yeah, I
If
can.
not, I don't want to tell you what to do.
Yeah. 1 second. It'll take me a
Thanks, bro.
second.
I don't want to tell you.
No, it's all right. I'm a
Appreciate it.
boomer, so it takes me a while to do stuff. I don't know. Hold on. Well, I'll just do this. Is that better?
It's the same, but it's okay. I'll try to give it an answer while that's going.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess my answer would be that I've told like the leaders of the church is that I think it's harmful to tell young people, "Hey, don't do this because you're going to feel shame and guilt and the fear of God. You could go to hell." I would say that if I was younger, what would have kept me a virgin is is them being honest with me, saying, "Hey, listen, this sin, it feels amazing. It feels great, but it's going to destroy you in the end." And it's better to yeah, I can't. I'm trying to give you a deep answer, but those beats are. It's okay. I
Yeah,
would just
hold
say
on, hold
my
on,
my
hold on,
other.
hold on, hold on. Do you still hear the music?
Oh no, it's gone. It's gone.
Okay. Chat, do you guys still hear the music? Chat, do you hear the music? It's gone? Okay. We need music though, because the music is
Oh,
fire.
okay. So, yeah, I think what it is that like I'm a musician, so I hear a beat at a certain tempo, so my brain can't think at that tempo. And it's okay. It's okay. But I would say my answer would be this. I would tell the young man, "Hey, listen, if they're like, hey, should I wait for marriage?" I would ask them this: Are you wanting to get married now? Are you ready for marriage? Are your finances? And then if they say, "Well, I'm ready for marriage, but I don't know how to talk to women," I'd be like, "Okay, well, let me help you. Let's talk. Let's talk about developing you to be an overall good guy, being able to speak to people, being able to be confident, being able to lead. Let's look at your finances. That let's prepare you for that because it seems that that's in your heart." But what happens in the church sometimes is they just tell you how wrong it is, but they don't help you become.
Yeah. Okay. Have you heard of the book
They don't help you
Unwanted?
overcome your.
Have you heard of the book Unwanted by Jay Stringer?
No, but I'll check it out.
Yeah, you need to read it. It's the best book on pornography, and it comes from a Christian worldview. He has the best quote about what you're talking about. That learning about sex in church is like going to culinary school and only learning about food poisoning. Did
Yeah,
you
I
hear
mean,
me? Where's the
yeah,
reaction?
yeah, that's the thing, man. It sucks. 'Cause like I said, I did fall in. I've been a Christian again for like 5 years, and I did fall into sin once. And I think when I first came to
One
Christ, I
time
didn't
in
watch it
five
for like two
years?
years.
You're doing great, man. One sin
No,
in
so
5 years? Should be the
no,
Pope.
so on average, I watch that's the stuff on there like maybe 5 to 7 times a year, but I fell into actual sin, like with a woman, like being intimate with a woman. I fell into
Well,
sin. But other than that, I've been
you've
celibate, and I
sinned
do
you've sinned more than that. I guarantee you that.
in that area. Like
Got
I
it.
know about the
Okay.
heart, like the dog. Yeah, I know the lust of the all that stuff, but in that area. But I would say that when you told me that quote by that guy,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't. I still, man. I am sorry, man. I'm so glad I learned what I learned in the world. Like I know when I have a wife now, all those techniques that I learned in that 40 gig program, I'll be able to like show her an amazing time because I know there's the intimacy part, but then there is the fun part, and now I'm like super equipped for that stuff.
All right. So you're not married?
No, I was gonna get
Yeah.
married with that woman, but yeah.
Yeah. I'd be careful with that, man, because you've learned a lot of stuff. But what's your are you open to my feedback?
Yeah, of course, I'm gonna go ahead.
All right. So you've learned a lot of stuff, but it's not taken into account where she's coming in. Your hypothetical future spouse may be coming into the relationship. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's fair. I believe in navigation, right? Just seeing where she's at and then helping navigate.
Yeah, and that's the hard part of marriage, particularly sex and
But now you're good.
yeah, weird stuff is happening. with my stuff. The hard part of marriage is it's all about communication, talking about what we like, what our partner likes, knowing what our desires are, exploring what our partner's desires are, and that is, I mean, that's really a life's work. That's kind of the whole sanctification of marriage, right? That's a good question, Krista. What do you mean when you say you're a Christian?
Me?
Yeah.
I became a Christian because I acknowledged Christ's burial and resurrection, and I repented of my sins. And I received the Holy Ghost, and now, even though I do sin from time to time, I have a conviction. My mind is not as seared like it was before Christ, where, like I said, the Holy Spirit hit me when I was loading my first scene to ManyVids or something like that. It was another website before OF. I was loading up my first scenes, filling out the contract work, and the Holy Spirit hit me pretty hard, and that's when I came to Christ.
Got it. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, so I acknowledge that stuff is all evil and sin, but this is a dilemma, right? Because I acknowledge that it's evil and sin, and yes, if I was talking to a young man who follows Christ, I'm like, hey, bro, you have no option. Like, your body's the temple of the Holy Spirit. However, from my angle, this is me not talking to the young man, is who I am today, like with the way people compliment me, because of my skills with people and talking, that came all from the world. It didn't come from God. It all came from Smex and Smorganography and pickup artist books.
You sure about that?
100%. Before all that stuff, man, the pain to like
Well,
I'm sure.
Is it possible that you could have learned good lessons while doing less than resourceful behavior?
I think that the answer for me, honestly, is no, because the church taught me how I would feel after committing the sin when I was younger, when I first lost my virginity. And that was such a contrast to reality that I didn't feel like the church teaches reality. Like an example is the church they talk about how men are in the sin of watching small pornography. But they don't talk about how for every 5 men that join the adult industry, about 1,000 19-year-old women join. And that's that type of sin and corruption in women a lot of women is not talked about in the church. So from there, I couldn't trust what the church was teaching me.
Well,
Felt
sure.
like they never lived in reality.
Yeah, I mean, totally. And that's not an uncommon experience in churches, right? But, you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, But you're absolutely right. I 100% agree that the church does not do a lot of favors with how it addresses sex and pornography and everything else adjacent to that. But, yeah. All right, man. Well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, man. Take care. Bye.
Yeah. All right, see you. What's up, Coops Granny? How's it going? Krista is in the house. Who else is here? Kayla. Mama Robes. Connor. Trina, where have you been? I mean, hi, Trina. It's good to see you. Where have you been? We miss you. Trina, you got to go back and watch my episode from October 22nd on YouTube. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so good. Maybe you were there. I don't know. But this episode is sponsored by Mint Tea. And if you were on that episode, now you know this is the mint tea that I had. Okay? That's it. Nothing special, just mint tea. But if you watch that episode, you might think it was something special, but it wasn't. All right, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me okay?
I'm doing good, thanks. Yes, I can hear you. Is porn cheating?
I would say it depends on the relationship. I guess in an anecdotal perspective for my relationship, it is. And it's because there has been addiction toward it. And it's something that my partner is actively working toward deconstructing. But because of their struggle with porn addiction, we both came to this agreement that it is considered cheating.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Is your partner there? Can we get him on?
No, he's not here with me. He's at the house. I just was at the gym.
Oh, got it. Okay. All right. So what happened? What's your experience with it?
Yeah, so I guess on the subject of like religion, since the other guest was kind of discussing that, I grew up completely religious, so did my partner, and it was very much so like Smex is bad, so is self-pleasure, so is all of that content. And as a woman, I just felt like there was so much more pressure on me and my peers to like be, I guess, quote unquote, the gatekeepers. So we're responsible for preventing men from stumbling. And it just brought on like a lot of shame and a lot of pressure for me. And so I did uphold that because that's how I grew up and that's what I thought was the quote unquote right thing to do. And the person I married was actually my first boyfriend ever. So I had like a really unique experience that the person I was intimate with was actually my future husband. So I had a little bit of a unique experience in that. And when we had first gotten in the relationship, we had mentioned it and I was unaware of it being a problem because, you know, it was the beginning of the relationship. And in my brain, I met him when I was 18. So I was like, I don't see it being like a huge deal. Like as long as we're like committed to each other and not acting outside of the relationship, which of course at the time I didn't view that as acting outside of the relationship. And then shortly before we had gotten engaged, there was a huge blow up. He had gotten, he was engaging in this content, and it turned out that the person, it was like a live video call thing. The other person completely screen recorded him, and they were blackmailing him for money and threatened to send it to my family and his family. And this person actually took screenshots of the social media profiles of my family and was trying to extort him. And so then he called me and was like, I'm freaking out, like this is what happened. And he kind of had to come clean about it. And up to that point, I just thought it was like casual, it's just what guys do. And then at that time, I had realized, oh my God, like this can literally change the entire dynamic that we have with our families. This is changing our relationship, like honestly, forever. And so then we had to kind of discuss it being a problem and what it looked like for our relationship. And he continued to kind of struggle with that afterward, even after we got married. And he's still, again, actively working on kind of unraveling that and deconstructing that. But this person, as far as I'm aware, did end up sending the recording to my family, and it goes into the spam, and my family's not very tech savvy, so I imagine they don't see it. And if they did, I'm not gonna lie, I would totally tell them that it's like fake or AI or something, because you know, it's my relationship, and I feel like that's something that he and I need to work together for, even if it was sent to other people. Like I want to protect him. Like I don't want to feed into this loop of shame if somebody had found out about that. So there was more blow-ups that kind of happened later, like crises around it, and it wasn't quite to the degree of that, but I had found like he was getting content online that was like personalized, and it's the personalization of it that really bothered me, because like you're going out of your way to get something that's meant for you, not just a general public audience. And that was after, you know, we had discussed this was a violation of our relationship, but he's been going through programs to help him fight this, because unfortunately with him and a lot of people, it starts really young, and I feel like nowadays it's younger and younger that people could be getting this. So after, you know, 15 years of this addiction, he's really pushing to get rid of it. And out of respect for him and his journey, I've also sworn it off as well. Even though that's not been a problem for me. Like, I want to do that. Like, if he has to abide by that, I want to abide by that as well. So I guess that's my big anecdote thing, but I think that's kind of where I stand.
That was your whole life story.
Kind of, yeah. I mean,
no,
this was my
I
only partner,
appreciate you sharing. Yeah, man, he got sextorted, and those are real dicey situations. I've worked with a handful of guys who have gone through that, and those are never fun. And what I've seen multiple times is you pay the money and then they want more and it never ends. And then the guy is basically forced to be like, all right, I got to come clean. So that sucks. Okay. So how long have you guys been on this path of saying, you know what, we're not going to do this anymore?
Yeah, I mean, I would say maybe it's been like 4 or 5 years, something like that. And as with any addiction, there's ebbs and flows, right? So sometimes he's doing great. He's got 30 days without consuming any content. And then something happens. And then it just kind of starts a cycle again. I think he's been consistently, like, actively working toward it for about a year and a half, maybe more than that. But again, it's hard to tell with the ebb and flow of it.
Yeah, totally. Well, the brain science suggests it's a 2 to 5 year process to rewire the brain back to normal once you begin embracing a program of recovery from porn or sex addiction. So it takes time. It sounds like you guys are doing some good work.
Yeah, we're trying to. And we were doing therapy because not only does it, make you want just the video content, but it can make you want to branch out. And I say this for him, not as a generalization. Like, a problem happened where he went to like a strip club and he didn't tell me and he lied about it, So I feel like that addiction led to other behaviors. And I think, honestly, my only goal being on this panel is really just to tell people that it affects you, whether you're engaged or dating or married or any stage of your relationship. Like, it's going to affect you. And it's really important to deeply think about how it'll affect you personally, but also in the relationship. And so I just kind of wanted to share for, hopefully to help somebody else. And we're still working through it. Like, we were going through therapy to see what we could do and all this kinds of stuff. And we're trying to really rebuild any lost trust. So yeah, I'm just wanting to share it so that other people can at least welcome the conversations and not just ignore it until something blows up like we did. Like, just have it from the get-go, set that expectation.
Yeah, totally. Well, I appreciate you sharing.
Yeah, thank you for hosting this live. I think it's really important, and people kind of associate this huge taboo with having these conversations. And talking to the therapist, he said that most of his clients, are really having a huge problem with this. And I think we need to address it not only for the betterment of all of us having a relationship, but we need to do right by our men. And of course, women can struggle with this as well. But I think generally men struggle with it the most. And if we want to help them, I think we need to talk about something that they're prone to struggle with maybe.
Are you getting arrested?
No, it's so funny. I actually live next to a nursing home. And so we have like an ambulance come like 3 times a week.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing. All right. Take care.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye. Man, this is a mellow night, but October 22nd, not mellow. Not mellow at all. That was crazy. I gotta check. Jimbo, I'll bring you on in just a second. I gotta check my YouTube stream to make sure the sound's okay over there.
And his family and this person actually took screen.
Quiet. Why is it so quiet? All right, what's going on? Whatever. All right, Jimbo, the flying elephant, here for my consistent professional help check-in. Hey, what's up, Jimbo?
Hey, what's going on, man?
I'm doing good, thanks. This is the same kind of TK I did put the tea here. The organic spearmint. This is it. The infamous tea.
Is that
what's
your
up?
sponsor?
Yeah, it's not a sponsor. It's just
I
really
mean,
good
like,
tea. though.
honestly, every time I get on TikTok, it's like, oh, there's a sponsor.
This
it's
is not
like-
sponsored.
All right, that's cool. All right,
Yeah.
anyway, so I'll be honest about like when it comes to porn. Look, it's not my addiction, but I understand that it is an addiction with some people, and some people can't understand it and all this kind of stuff. Just like I have my own addictions, okay? But like you talking to that chick, she kind of didn't understand it. And it was like, well, that's why you're. I mean, like I'll go ahead and say it. Porn addiction is something I don't really understand, but I think that's what she was talking about is porn addiction.
All right, is porn cheating?
No,
No, it's not. Got it. Do you watch porn?
of course.
Of course. Why? Why? Of course.
Well, I mean, what am I gonna not watch it? Like I'm a fucking red-blooded man. Like I watch it. If I was in a relationship with somebody, I would be open about it. Like I don't think I would probably need it because I'm kind of a guy that doesn't need sex every day. So I'm not that revved up. You know what I mean?
Got it. All right. How old are you?
I'm 39.
39. Are you in a relationship?
Not currently.
Not currently. Okay. How old were you when you started watching porn?
Shit. Hell, when I was a little kid. I mean, hell, like, I remember the first nude picture that I downloaded was Jenny McCarthy. And you will know this. How old are you?
I'm 40 years old, so yep.
All right, so you know Jenny McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
So I downloaded it, and it took like 3 minutes to download
Yep.
it. You're like, hurry up!
Mm-hmm.
Damn. But anyway, I mean, you know, but it's not that important to me.
What is
It
it?
really is.
What isn't that important to you?
Well, I mean, what are we talking about here? Porn.
Pornography? Well, why do you watch it? Like,
It's like we were talking. Like that's what I was talking about. Like, you know, it's like when I was younger, of course, like you wanna see it. You wanna know what a woman's anatomy looks like. You wanna know exactly what it is. But like at the same token, it's just like, all right, well, okay, and you have it multiple times, and it is what it is. It doesn't. It's not something that I'm addicted to. Let's put it that way.
yeah. All right. So you've been doing it for 30 years or so, right?
Well, I mean, I'm 39 years old. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Average age of exposure is by the age of 13.
I've had a woman a time or two.
Mm-hmm. Well, why do you think you look at pornography? That typically people go to it because they're stressed, anxious,
It's
depressed,
something
lonely.
that's very easy, like that you can do. It's immediate gratification.
Yeah. And don't you see that as a problem?
Yeah.
Okay.
That like when it to me, like when it gets to a problem where I have to do it every day, which I don't, like that's where I would be like, you know what, this is getting to be a problem. It's just like somebody who can they can drink a beer or like have a glass of whiskey and stuff, and they can be like, you know what, I don't have to do this every day, but like you know, like I enjoy it. It's kind of like that. On the other hand, I'm somebody like when it comes to whiskey and stuff like that. If I take a drink, I'm gonna have to have it every day.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's the difference. Like that's the difference of the addiction.
Yeah, I got that. I'm not saying you're addicted, right? You don't need to be addicted, but again, what are you really trying to seek when you're going to pornography? It's typically some sort of longing or connection or
The
feeling some
final,
sort of,
the final solution.
which is what?
Well, I mean, have you not done that? Have you ever looked at pornography?
Yes, I have.
All right. So what do you look at it for?
Well, I don't watch it anymore, but I would say I used to because I was trying to seek some sort of connection or love, and I found it a perverted version of that in pornography.
Okay. Well, I mean, listen, I understand, but I mean, what, like, are you Mormon or something? Like, do you not like pornography?
No, I'm not Mormon. I think the question is, do I not like pornography? Well, sure, I could say no to that. But why do we look at it, right? Like you're 39 years old and you're masturbating while watching strangers have sex. And bro, I've been there, but only up until 32 years old though. But why, right? There's a deeper longing underneath it. Every man who knocks on the door of a brothel is actually seeking for love.
Of course there is. Of course, listen, I agree with you. Of course there is. I'm not disagreeing with you.
Okay.
But at the same time, if that's it, like if that's all you have, that's it.
Well, does that have to be all you have, and does that have to be it?
I don't know. Like, listen, I've always been, and I'm not tooting my horn, but I've always been a handsome man. I like when I was younger, like I didn't have to seek too long to find women. Let's put it that way. And like I'm not going to toot my horn, but like yeah, I always could find women whenever I wanted to. But like no, I got to a point where I was like, I don't know. I mean, I got to a point where I was
If
like,
that were
starting
true,
to lo-
if that were true,
like-
then why did you go to pornography?
Well, I mean, because at some point you get bored with the same old chicks. Like that's like I have an addictive personality, and so I go to more and more and more. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I mean, you can bang all the chicks that you want, and then you get to a point where you're just like, okay, well, this is getting boring. So I mean, that's kind of like that.
Do you have any kids?
No.
And you said you're not married. Have you ever been married?
No.
So what are you really wanting?
I don't know. I don't really know.
Yeah, there's a saying, and I'm not saying you're addicted. Maybe you are. I don't know. The opposite of addiction is not sobriety. It's connection with other people. You can go do all that stuff, watch porn, be with women, but it's never going to leave you satisfied.
Being with other people for a long period of time never worked. Let's put it
Why?
that way.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like now, I can sit here and say like because I didn't really like being around them that long. But I mean, maybe there's some kind of subliminal thing that was in my head that made me do that. I don't know. I'm not a psychiatrist, but at the same token, like there's something that made me not want to do it. I don't know.
That made you not want to be with somebody long term?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I enjoyed my long time, like by myself. Like, I enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm. Is it easier for you to be alone than it is be around other people?
Yeah, I would say that. If I'm being honest, yeah, I would say that.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy more of like animals. Like, I don't like to be around people for a long period of time. They get annoying to me.
I think that's pretty normal. Why is that?
I have no clue. I don't know. It's just my personality. How about, like, that's basically just my personality. It's just
Do you-
like,
Do you want to be in a relationship, like settle down and
you know what? Like, nothing would, like, at one point, like, I'm like, you know what? Like, that would be awesome to be in a, like, to be falling in love and all this kind of stuff. But at the same token, listen, I've done the falling in love and all this kind of shit, and it doesn't last much long because I get fucking tired. I get tired of it, and I'm just like, okay, all right. Like, that's basically what happens with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just like, all right.
Are you lonely?
No, I mean, honestly, if I'm being honest, like, yeah, in some sense, yeah. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying that, like, oh, I just love being alone. But yeah, I mean, I am lonely a little bit, but, like, at the same token, would I want to be with somebody constantly? No. I mean, that's just the God's honest truth.
Mm-hmm. Who are the people you spend the most time with?
What, right now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, right now it's not the greatest time to ask me because my niece just died. So, my sister, she was 13 years old.
Yeah, okay. Sorry to hear that, man.
Uh,
I can barely hear you. It's like you're drifting away from the microphone.
All right, so my niece just died as a heart attack. So that, like, I've been spending a lot of time with my sister.
Yeah. Wow. That's terrible.
I know it is. And I didn't mean to bring that up, but, like, you asked.
Yeah, I did ask. Thanks for sharing.
So what kind of porn do you watch?
I don't watch porn.
Bullshit.
Okay.
You're full of shit. Come on.
I can't hear you, man. You're like covering up the mic. I'm gonna have to drop you if you can't figure that out.
All right, you're full of shit. Come on, man.
Okay, I'm not. I quit watching porn about 8 years ago.
And why did you do that?
Why did I do that? I was lonely. I was sad. I was anxious. I was depressed. I didn't like any relationships in my life. I was selfish. I was entitled. And I realized I was the problem. And pornography wasn't something that I used because it was about sex, though it was. It was an escape from all those problems in my life. It allowed me to feel good for just a few moments and run away from all the pain that was going on in my life. And so then I said, you know what? This is a problem. I gotta figure out what's going on beneath the surface here, because pornography is just masking all of that.
Well, I mean, you know what? Like, I will say this, like, good on you for at least recognizing that and being able to do something about it. Having the self-control.
Was there a period there?
Well, I mean, just having the self-control of being able to do that.
Yeah, got it. Sorry, I thought there was a comma, not a period. But yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. Oh, man,
right.
thanks for sharing.
All right, man.
All right, take
Thanks
care.
for having me up.
Yeah, bye-bye. All right, chat, I gotta check my YouTube stream real quick. Man, every night is different. Isn't it great? Isn't it great? Bear Grylls. Look at that. When do I go live? Typically weekday evenings around this time, like 8 p.m. Pacific time.
With that.
Okay, good.
Pretty quick for that stuff.
So you're not married? All right, it is working. Cool. Married? All right, it is working. Cool. All right, no guests. Like and share, tap the screen. Give me a follow if you don't follow me already. If you like my content, we're going to co-host. We did a little co-hosting last night. That was fun. So we'll do it again. My 30-minute calls are in the middle of the night. Where do you live, Caleb? All right, let's go. Let's go. Ah! Yo, what's going on?
What's going on?
Oh, no. No. Like children. New Zealand? Yeah, they are in the middle of the night for you. Well, I've had plenty of calls with people in Australia and New Zealand. So, I don't know, just book it anyways. Co-host. I haven't read Unwanted in a while. I need to reread this before his new book comes out. Hey there, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. What do you got going on there? What am I up to? Just doing TikTok stuff. What about you?
Same thing.
Same thing? That's cool.
Looks
What
like
do
a podcaster.
What is this?
All right, you're getting the voice. You're getting the voice. You got buttons. I got buttons.
I got buttons too.
We both have buttons. We both have buttons.
I got all the buttons.
Oh my god. More buttons. You wanna see?
It's kind of annoying though.
I don't like buttons when I'm co-hosting. All right, moving on.
Do them.
Dude, that is... Whoa! I want that button. How do I get that button? What in the world? Oh my gosh! This is dude! What is happening right now?
Not.
I know it's AI. Thank you, Kay. No, I thought it was real. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh!
You cannot have it, sir.
I got buttons too.
Dude,
That is one of a kind button.
that's crazy. How did you do that for real? What software is that?
Like this?
Do the deep voice.
Yeah, what? Dude, I want this. How do I do this? This is amazing. Gosh, I'm gonna follow this person. She only has 16 people watching her. Everybody on TikTok should be watching this. Everyone follow her. This is wild. Wow.
You cannot have it.
You should be absolutely fit. Dude, welcome back. How was your journey?
It was nice.
Yeah, good. Hey, for real, what software is
You
that?
have to be savage.
I don't know because I don't do them. I could barely turn on my computer, my laptop.
To have it.
Well, who does it then?
I have people who do it for me.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't only do this, but I have a teacher. I'm a teacher. I teach
You have to be
Spanish,
savage to have
and she has her own transformation.
All right, I'm gonna figure this out right now. Forget porn. I'm doing this. I'm gonna press these buttons. TikTok AI transformations. How do I do this? AI transformation trends. I can't figure out what program to use. I'm gonna figure this out. Do another one. Come on, push a button. Yeah. I can't hear you very well. Chat, can you guys hear?
Wednesdays are Ms. Messy, and Tuesdays and Thursdays are Ms. Chaos.
Dude.
2 kids every year, same date, same time. 10 missing total. And tonight's that date again. We need to be at the lake before it happens.
Then let's hope we're not too late to find out why.
This is crazy. Who is this person?
Here, take this.
25 cents
Thanks
for
for
soda,
the
1 cent
follow.
for popcorn, burgers for 5 cents. Pretzels
U.S.
for 10
Air
cents.
Force vet that likes to spread positivity, have good laughs, and be silly. Well, you nailed it here. You nailed it.
Time.
I'm entertained. Jeez.
I wonder who that is.
This one's too long though. Push the button again. Make it stop. No, and it's scary too. Stop. Stop. I gotta cover that screen. Some things you can't unsee, right, chat? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I didn't like that one. Didn't like that one at all. Do you have like happy ones?
Which should I charge? My computer and phone
Yeah.
are both at 5%.
Let me see.
Ms. Oros.
I don't know if it's happy, but I have another teacher. Her name is Miss Chaos, and she does happy ones, really happy ones.
What do you mean teacher? Oh god, this is not starting out happy.
Ms. Messy, and Tuesdays and
Are you
Thursdays
a gladiator?
Chaos.
I mean, these aren't as good because now, her buttons are better than my buttons. TikTok Live Studio AI. Real time co-hosting. Don't do it!
Which should
Don't
I
do it!
charge? My phone or my computer? My computer and phone are both at 5%.
Oh, she's coming back now. She's gonna turn back into that lady with the blue suit. There she is. She's back. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. Thank you for sharing. My mind is blown. I appreciate it.
Thank you for watching.
Oh, I'm thoroughly entertained. You're welcome. All right. Well, bye.
I
feel
need
like
option.
It was nice
we have to have like some grand exit. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
BRB. Chat. All right. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. I gotta see what she's saying now.
In the day, she says that it's kind of like a, what do you call it?
I am good working on my first day of vacation.
If they don't hit right, she said.
I could barely hear her though. Could you guys hear her?
Working on your first day of vacation? Even why? Why are you working on your first day of vacation?
Supposed to be off.
Oh, good night, love night. Good night, Alex, love ya.
You're cheating. Kids are on this app. Let me join. I got stuff to say. Trust. All right, give me a second. All right, go ahead and request, Gigi. Dude, that was so crazy. Have you guys seen that before? I gotta figure this out. Turn long videos into amazing clips with AI. You have seen that. TikTok Live, real-time AI transformation. You don't see the request button? Oh, hold on. There you go. Do you see it now? How to use AI transformation during live. How to live stream with AI deepfake. Yeah, great. That's what we want. How do you do it? This guy teaches how to do AI live. Yeah. Oh my God. Whoa, this guy's holding fire. Miranda, do you see it? Guys, this is a chill live, okay? We're not getting crazy tonight. Which is fine, because we got crazy. Last night was pretty crazy. My microphone. My microphone. Can you hear me? So look, chat. Ever since I redid my studio setup, the computer I use to do this, I share with my son for Fortnite. And as you guys know, Fortnite's very important to me and my son. But I got sick and tired of my main computer that I use for work. Like, this is my livelihood. I have to like change all these cords every time, and my son uses it, then I use it, and I have different accounts, and I gotta unplug stuff. I'm like, I just need a separate dedicated computer. So that's in the works. I didn't want to get all that set up today because my coaching groups are tomorrow, and then all my one-on-one coaching clients are on Thursday. So by this weekend, I'm gonna get everything reconfigured on this other computer, which means, all too familiar for you guys, I'm gonna have all these sound issues this weekend, but you'll help me work through it. I appreciate that. But then I should be in business to not have to tinker with all the stuff, and it all just works. So stay tuned for that. I did do that. Be great. I built a PC with my son. I mean, he's young. He was 9 at the time. But it was fun. We did a little mini ITX build, and now I'm doing a mini ATX build, and it's super fun. I love that stuff. Hey there, what's going on?
Hello.
Hey, it's porn cheating. Real quick, hold on, Jennifer. So I'm a coach. I do one-on-one coaching as well as group coaching, both for men struggling with unwanted sexual behavior such as porn or sex addiction, as well as women going through the devastation of partner betrayal trauma. I have groups that meet on either Tuesday nights or Wednesday afternoons, both for men and women. And then I also do one-on-one coaching, which is similar to therapy. I'm not a therapist, I'm a coach, but we work through the deep issues that are going on in relationships. So if you're interested in that, you can schedule a call with me using the link in my bio. All right, what's going on, man? No. Okay. Well, see you later. I'm looking at this this woman's chat. Gigi, we don't know why it's not letting you join. I can invite you. I don't know if I want to talk to anybody anymore. I just want to figure out how to do this AI thing. This guy turned into a lion. It says he teaches you how to do it, but he's not teaching. How do I get sound? My gosh. By the time I figure this out, it's gonna be over. Like, it won't be trending anymore. We'll be into like something else by then. New TikTok feature called AI Alive. It's completely free. She's going to show me how to use it. That's not what I want. Dude, that's crazy though. TikTok AI Alive. AI Alive lets you turn your pictures into videos using text prompts. This has been out since May. Hello.
Hello.
Hey there, how's it going?
Oh, it's going good. How about you?
I'm good. I'm just trying to... Did you see that thing that lady was doing?
No.
Oh, you mean... Okay.
What happened?
I can't even describe it. I can't. I was co-hosting, and this lady, she was like a person, then she was a detective, and then she was like a zombie. It was
What
crazy.
the fuck?
Yeah, it was crazy. All right. Anyways, is porn cheating?
In my opinion, yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Why is
let me
that?
take out my retainer so I can like cook up.
Let you what?
Alright, so let me
take out
my
your
retainer.
take out your retainer
Yeah.
so you can go. Okay. All right. How old are you?
Okay. I'm 18.
18. All right. Cook up.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, I was in almost a 2-year relationship with this man. Well, I wouldn't even call him a man. I would call him a boy. And
How old was he?
he's 18 too.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, how would I even start it off? So, in the very beginning, you know those like little stupid like couple TikToks where it's like, oh, is it cheating if your couple did this? Blah blah. If your significant other did that, right?
I don't know those, but I probably should.
Yeah, you should. I'm joking. But like, anyways, so yeah, that popped up, and then I was all like, one of the questions was, is porn cheating or whatever? And I was like, yeah, in my opinion, it is. And then he was like, why do you think that? And I'm like, because it just kind of takes away all the sexual attention from like for your significant other to like somebody else online. Like, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I agree.
mean, yeah, exactly. And then he ended up agreeing. And then later on, I find out that he watched porn. And then I was like, oh, brother, are you serious? And then, I found out that he had a porn addiction. And then I ended up still staying. But ended up becoming like way worse, which I probably obviously shouldn't have stayed, but like it makes me wonder, because like, does someone like with a porn addiction, like especially this young, like will it ever even go away, like at least so fast? Like, because he said that it went away like the last like 4 months of our relationship, but I generally don't believe it, because there's no way him doing it almost every single day to him like, oh, all of a sudden, oh yeah, no, I stopped, I promise, all that. Like, is that how, like, there's just no way. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. The data suggests that the odds of getting clean from a porn or sex addiction within 6 months, if you're not getting some sort of professional help, is basically 0%. And further, it takes about 2 to 5 years to rewire the brain back to normal once you begin healing from a porn or sex addiction. So you're not wrong.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so obviously there's some lying, but either way, he's my ex, so I don't know. It obviously turned out messy. And honestly, like when people ask me like, oh, why'd you guys break up? It's actually multiple reasons, but like for me, the main reason was the porn, because also during that time when I found out, I was going through like such a bad time, like a rough time in my life, like with my family and everything. And it was my first time sending pictures to anybody, and so I sent it to him, and then he was like over here saying like, oh yeah, I'm using it, and then all of a sudden I like go on his phone or something, and I found porn in his camera roll, and I'm like, wait, so you're using this instead of like my picture? He's like, yeah. I'm like, wait, but you're the first person I ever sent pictures to. Like, I was actually comfortable sending those pictures to you, and then here you are going to porn instead of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's frustrating,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It is, because like, who would do that? Like, why would you do that? We're in the right mind. Like, that's like, I wouldn't say it's psycho, but still psycho.
Well, that's very common, unfortunately, especially in your age
sad.
group. Yeah. So
I know.
yeah, have you run into that since you've been in that relationship?
What you mean by that?
Like with another boyfriend?
Mm-mm.
No.
I'm scared
Okay.
to get back into relationships now, because like that shit's so scary. I hated the feeling of like just even like finding out, especially like multiple times that it like, oh my god, it was just so bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What are you afraid of?
Like I guess like the feeling of finding something out, and like the feeling of like falling for someone and like too scared to leave because of how much I like that person. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Totally.
Yeah, it's actually frustrating. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, if and when it happens again, what will you do?
Well, that's the thing. I've like kind of like made myself get like more strict about things and be more wary of how people act. And so I try to pay attention to that. So if, oh my god, he also had wandering eyes. I pay attention to that a lot more now. And so I guess like when I first see that, I just leave right away. Like I just like stop talking to that person.
Mm-hmm.
Like end it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. And you could have a conversation about it. Just hit it head on. Like right when the relationship starts. Like, hey, how's it going? I'm Gigi. Oh, hey, I'm Chad. Let's talk about porn.
Like
And have
that?
it-
Like just straight out the bat?
Why not?
Well, don't you think that gets like a little awkward, especially around in my age group? They'll probably be like, what the fuck? Like, why are you doing that? Like, why?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's a little soon. But the point is, have the conversation early.
No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Mm.
And what their views are on it, so that way you can be clear.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Gotta write that down.
What
Don't
would you
ask
write
if they
down?
what you just said.
Oh, yeah.
And look
Well,
at the
yeah.
comments. Don't ask if they watch it. Ask what
Don't
they,
ask.
ask what kind they watch. Why? Why would?
Nikki, you've been on here before, right? I think she's likes porn or something. I don't know. Well, hey, good job for you for having the awareness to engage in these conversations. That is hard to do. And that mentality of not being afraid to talk, or rather, having courage in the face of fear will serve you very well in your life.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Well, it was
All
nice
right.
talking to you.
You too. Thanks for sharing.
Bye. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Gosh. To be 18 again, huh? All right, chat. I'm going to go to bed. Actually, that's a lie. I'm not going to go to bed. I'm going to go figure out how to do this AI transformation thing. It's awesome. Tomorrow night, we're doing it again right after my group. So 8:30 p.m. Eastern time is my women's betrayal group. If you are a woman and you are going through the pain of betrayal, I have a group that meets on Tuesday nights, and we're trying to get one started also for Wednesday mornings. If you're interested in that, you can DM me or schedule a call with me using the link in my bio. And if you're a man or you know a man who is struggling with unwanted sexual behavior or pornography, I have a group for men that meets on Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern time and one that meets on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And we'd love to have you. We'd love to have you. Not because we love what's going on in your life, but because there's more hope and possibility for you. Because we can't change somebody else. We can't change circumstances either. The only thing we can ever change is ourselves. So, if you're going through betrayal, you're like, he needs to change. Well, that'd be nice, but that's not how it works. So, change yourself. What needs to change about yourself? And if you're addicted to pornography, why are you watching it? Why? There's a story. There's a story there. There's always a story beneath why somebody watches pornography and has an affair. I need the betrayal group. I need that group. If you guys want to join the group, go schedule a call with me and we can chat. It's an amazing group of ladies, of women, led by myself and other female contributors, because healing doesn't occur until it's witnessed empathetically. The groups are $199 a month. But if you're interested in joining the women's group, I'm doing a $50 a month discount for the first 3 months because we are starting the Wednesday group. So if you're interested in that, you got to first schedule a call with me and then we'll go from there. I tried months ago after we talked. What did you try, Sam? And did we talk? What did you try? My husband cheated. Sorry, Feisty Baby. Feisty Babby. What makes you feel like qualified to lead a group of women on this topic? Yeah, I've read all the books on porn addiction and betrayal, and I've successfully navigated hundreds of women through betrayal trauma, and the other women who I have co-lead my groups are also very qualified in leading betrayal, leading through betrayal. Is the women's group for women who struggle with it or deal with it? The women's betrayal group is for women who are experiencing partner betrayal trauma. However, it has to do with your whole life, so we get real deep in the groups. We get real deep to the root causes of why you're staying in the relationship or why you're staying in the addiction. It's very rarely about pornography, why people turn to pornography. You tried messaging but no response. You messaged me, Sam? Coach is the best. Oh, help cakes. I'm going to turn off the multi-guest. Sorry, help cakes, not tonight. Oh, I'm sorry, Sam. I didn't get back to you? My licensed, I'm not a therapist, no. School of Hard Knocks. Bro, why'd you tell that girl I'm in here a lot? Because I didn't say that, Nikki. I said I think, but I wasn't sure. Did I get that wrong? I apologize. Like, based on your comment right there, I wasn't sure. Who is this person? I'm looking for this message. Sam. Sam, I don't see a message from you. Oh, so you were actually talking to me. Well, send me a message right now and I'll send you the details. If you don't think this affects people, think you can. Yeah. Help cakes. Yeah, so Ocean Pumpkin, you got to stop, man. I have no problem. You've been in here before me. Actually, I'm just going to ban you. If you don't want to work with a coach, don't work with the coach. That's fine. I told that girl to ask men what they watch because men lie when you ask them if they watch it. Yeah, that does happen a lot. Well, Sam, just message me again. What is my answer to the question? Yes, I think if you're in a committed monogamous relationship with another person and you've said something like, I love you, only you, mind, body, and soul, till death do us part, if you deviate from that agreement or commitment, whether it's with a person on a screen or otherwise, you have violated the agreement and you're therefore cheating. That's my opinion. How long was I addicted and how did I recover? I used pornography for about 20 years. From when I was about 12 years old till about 32 years old, which also escalated into physically cheating on my wife. I'm still married. We've been married 14 years, 40 years old. We got married when I was 26. I became pretty unhappy and dissatisfied about my life and my marriage and thought that the best idea was to watch pornography and cheat on my wife. But that was a pretty bad idea. And what I realized finally came to the awareness that I was actually trying to just escape the pain that was going on in my heart, having to do with childhood trauma and other circumstances. And so I stopped the behavior. I stopped using pornography and I stopped cheating. And I swore that I would never tell anybody. But that didn't work either, because when you hold things in, they grow and fester and then the pain gets worse. So I had to let it out. I stopped at 32 years old. Well, probably before that, but D-Day was when I was 32, so we just go with that. When we keep things in, when we hide secrets from our partner or others, they grow and they fester and we feel more and more guilty and it just doesn't end well. And so finally, I confessed to my wife. I had a squeaky clean track record. She never knew that I watched porn. She never knew that I cheated. All she knew was that I wasn't very nice to her or others. And oh, this girl's got another guest on. She's gonna do the thing again. So I'll stay on for a little bit longer. So I confessed to my wife while she was 8 months pregnant, by the way, which is absolutely devastating, because when a partner finds out about a betrayal, it's like they get hit by a bus. What often happens when a man comes clean of their pornography use or their infidelity, they feel great because they're free. But when a woman discovers it, at that moment of discovery, that's when it begins for her. So it's like she just got hit by a bus, but you are like, oh, I'm free. This is awesome. And that's what happened for me. I was like, she's doing the whole demon thing again. I can't watch this. Where was I? Talking about porn, probably. Have I heard of the subreddit Love After Porn? Yes, of course I have. Of course I have. People talk about me on there sometimes. I haven't been on there a while, though. Anyways, don't watch porn. There's always hope, though. There's always hope for you. There's always hope for you with whatever you're going through, whatever your relationship is. I don't know what the end result will be for you, but there's hope. Tell us about after telling your wife while pregnant. It was real dicey there for a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Because I devastated my wife. She's 8 months pregnant. We had a 2-year-old. And I had to get my life together because I finally came to the awareness that the way I was living life was a problem. And the journey just began for her. So we had the baby, and I immediately started working with the coach, a therapist. I went to intensives. I read all the books. If somebody claimed that they could help me fix my life, I'd say how much and where do I sign? And how much time is it going to take? My wife, when she started therapy shortly after D-Day, like one of the first questions she asked, she was like, so how long is this going to take? And, a couple weeks. And the therapist was like, yeah, no, it's not how it works. No alcohol, no drugs. No, no, not at all. It takes a long time. It takes a long time. What would you say to a person who is single and struggling? But stopped corn? Well, what would I say to them? I don't know. What are we talking about? Yeah, therapy isn't a journey. Destination's a growth mindset, lifestyle, totally. Do I answer messages? If you DM me, I'll probably just reply to you and then tell you to book a call. If you want to talk and have a private call, you got to schedule a discovery call. 30-minute call. We'll talk about your situation and what steps I may be able to help or refer you to somebody else who can. You message again. Okay. Yeah, I don't even have, Sam, I don't even have history in there, so sorry. It must not have gone through. All right, I gotta know. So I talked to you last night on live. So do you have any ideas what men to avoid? Well, man versus man or bear. How does that thing go? Man or bear? I don't think that's the right question. I don't think that's the right question. I think it's what conversation do you need to have when you enter into a relationship, and then what continual conversations do you need to have as you are in the relationship? I don't think you can just put people in a bucket and say avoid all of them. Yeah, I remember you, Tracy, but based on what you shared last night, just avoid whatever the men are that you find, because they all watch porn. I don't know. But it's all about conversation. It's all about courageous conversation. For starters, what would you recommend for appointments? Well, I think group work is very effective, particularly for both sides of this. Group work is super effective because you realize you're not alone in what you're going through. Okay? Don't use the one-on-one coaching session in the link in my bio. If you do, I'll cancel it because it very explicitly says there, this is for my existing coaching clients, my existing paid clients to schedule a session. So if you want to do an intro call, you do the one-on-one intro call. There's got to be like a multifaceted approach to group work and individual therapy, but or coaching at different times. But I don't know anything about you. Groups are a great place to start, and especially for people who are hesitant to begin sharing what's going on for them. It can feel daunting to join a group, to meet with strangers and talk to them about all your problems, and it's also very comforting because you realize you're not alone. And healing doesn't occur until it's witnessed empathetically. When you can have an empathetic witness see what's going on for you, that can change so much for you. And then you can hear what other people are going through. I mean, in my groups, generally the way that my groups work, and this is true for both the men's and the women's groups, is we meet for an hour and 15 minutes, but it's kind of divided up into 3 sections. The first is check-in. So kind of checking in. Not everybody checks in. But for the first 20 minutes or so, it's kind of check in, what's going on, anything you want to, kind of touch on from the week before. The middle 20 minutes is some sort of teaching or topic that I'll introduce, and that's typically from the book The Betrayal Bind. It could be from Unwanted, from many of the books that I read. I'll kind of tee up a topic, and then we have group discussion around that, very interactive. And then the last 20 minutes or so, we break up into smaller groups, typically of 3 to 4. In the women's groups, it's typically 2 to 3. In the men's groups, it's typically 3 to 4 because men don't talk as much, so we put more of them in the groups. And then we kind of take that topic a little bit further, and you talk amongst the group about that topic. Then we come back and debrief and go from there. So that's generally the flow. My partner wants to go on a vacation to a party destination. Do I trust him to do right by me? Well, that's a conversation you get to have with him. What are your expectations for him? Unspoken expectations lead to premeditated resentment. Unspoken expectations lead to premeditated resentment. So what is the expectation that you're wanting to communicate with him? Very clearly. Austin, how does Corin make you escape your real world problems for a second? Because dopamine floods your brain. It feels really, really good. It's like, oh, nothing matters anymore. You know, like your body just totally feels different. All the problems go away. But then reality sets back in shortly thereafter. And all the problems are still there. The thing to remember with group work is that you're totally allowed to listen for a long time. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I always encourage people, in my groups, you do have to introduce yourself on the first group. And it could just be a simple, hey, I'm so-and-so. But typically it's, I always ask the question when I introduce new people. Those of you who are in my groups, if any of you are there, when I introduce new people, I say, hey, so XYZ is new. Share, and it's the same in the men's and the women's groups. Say, just give a high-level introduction. You can share as much or as little as you'd like. And I say, share, who are you, what do you do, where do you live, are you married, do you have kids, and why are you here? And the why are you here question is the best one, because then the person can share whatever they want to share about why they're there. And typically I've had I always talk to people before they join the group in a discovery call, so I know kind of what they're bringing and just walk them through it. I run a dance studio 3 to 8, Tuesday through Thursday, has the earlier Wednesday class. If you're ready to commit, I've said I'm going to get it going next week. So a couple of the women who are already in the Tuesday night group have said they'll join Wednesday. So come hell or high water, I will start the Wednesday group next week. I promise you that. And if it's just me and one person, then you're going to get one-on-one coaching for as long as you're the only one there. And I charge a lot more than what I charge for my groups for that. Okay, so Sam's ready. Great. Sam, I'll send you a link, and I'll do that right now to get signed up. Yeah, Mama Robes is in. So Mama Robes is going to get some one-on-one, basically free one-on-one coaching. And Sam. Yeah, no, I'll honor that. I did raise the price of my groups, but to get this Wednesday group started, we'll keep it at $99. Let me send you a coupon code, and you can get signed up right now. And Sam, since you're going to commit, I'll let you do a free discovery call, and that way you won't have to pay for that, and then I can get to know you a little bit before we actually start the group. Let me just find the right code here. Here we go. Thought I'm hearing things. I want in. Melanie wants in. Great. If you want to sign up for the group, DM me right now and I'll send you the coupon code. Again, the regular price for my groups is $199 a month. To get this Wednesday group started, I'm doing $50 a month for the first 3 months. And then you'll be locked in at $99 a month after that, which was my regular price. So kind of a sweet deal just to get this new Wednesday group started. Yeah, I think it's the song. I'm gonna change the song. It's definitely the song. Can we join the group if we only have addiction, not like married? Are you a man or a woman, Espion? All right, so I'm actually gonna leave the price of this at 99. That way when you sign up, it'll be recurring, and then I'm gonna raise the price after next week. You're Roman. You can join the group. Now, I would want to talk to you first, Espion. The reality is the group is for betrayed partners. And it's not uncommon to have some sort of yeah, Sam, I'll send it to you. Just give me a second, I'll send it to you. Hold on. Hold on. I've created a whole bunch of work for myself. Discount, okay. All right, Sam, you're getting a link right now. Okay, also, for anybody who wants to join or who is essentially committing to join the group tonight, if you want to schedule a discovery call, you can use the free one in the link in my bio, okay? The one that says one-on-one coaching session for my, like, already agreed upon, okay? That way you can do a free discovery call and it won't charge you. Because I do want to talk to everybody before they actually are in the group. Why am I making this so hard on myself? Go to the link in my bio. Okay, it's linked to my bio now. New women's group, code Get Started Women. I should link that. Oh my gosh, you can't send links in DMs. All right. Apparently, I can't send links in a DM, so just go to the link in my bio and tap the first one. Okay. All right. So let me just recap. So new women's group is starting next Wednesday. The price has increased to $199 a month, but if you're interested in joining now, in the interest of me starting this new women's group, I'm offering a $50 a month discount for the first 3 months, and then it goes to $99 a month, and you'll stay at $99 a month, whereas like the normal price is now $199 a month. So if you're interested in joining my women's group, do it now. That'll stop next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, it's the normal price, and that's what it is. My men's group is now $199. It's been that way for a while, and that's where it is. No discounts for the men. So it'll all be $199 after next Wednesday. This is how, when I first started these groups almost 3 years ago, I did the same thing. I offered a 3-month discount for $50 a month, and then it went up to the $199. What do we do in the group? We heal through betrayal trauma, and we also heal through unwanted sexual behavior, depending on if you're a man struggling with unwanted sexual behavior or a woman struggling with partner betrayal trauma. We also do intimacy workshops, intimacy building workshops, about once a quarter. We're doing one this coming Saturday. The theme for this Saturday is going to be building intimacy with your partner by getting to know one another and your story, like the things that you haven't told your partner, going way back to the beginning. Okay, so $150 for 3 months. Correct. $50 a month for 3 months, Sam. Yes. So when you go and sign up, you'll put the coupon code in. It'll say $99 a month. You put the code in, it'll discount it, and then you'll pay $50 now, and then $50 a month after, but I'll have to change it after you sign up to show the monthly discount. Actually, hold on. Active for 3 payments. So when you sign up, it'll say $99 due today. You put the code in, it'll discount it to $50, and it'll be $50 for the first 3 months, and then it'll automatically go up to $99. In the group, women's group, we share stories of what's going on for you. Share your betrayal story, hear and be encouraged by other women who may be a little farther than you in the journey, maybe some that aren't as far, but we can encourage and be with people. In the Tuesday night group, it's neat because there's, people who are 20 years old, people who are 60 years old. And so there's a wide variety of people who not only are in a different place in their betrayal journey, but just different places in life. And that's what makes group work so powerful. We typically go through concepts from the book, The Betrayal Bind. A big part of healing through betrayal is standing in your own power, standing in your agency, as I like to put it, not tolerating the bull crap anymore. My wife encouraged me to not cuss so much. I don't cuss on here, but I've been known to say a few bad words. That's why I have this button. But just being empowered to know your story and then heal through that, because on both sides of this thing, betrayal and addiction, there's a reason why we do the things we do. There's a reason why we do the things we do. And it's important to evaluate our life and what got us to the place we are so that we can make different decisions going forward. Okay. I'm going to bed. Yeah, Melanie, what do you want to ask? Do I believe in Jesus? Why do you ask that? Do I believe in Jesus? I believe in Jesus. Yes, I do. I believe that Jesus is who he says he was. And yes, I do believe in Jesus. Do you believe in Jesus? Angela Allen, what's going on? You were late. Yes, you were. Well, this wasn't my favorite live tonight, not gonna lie, but I set the bar pretty high last Tuesday. That was really, really a high. That's great. Just curious because it follows back to scripture. It sure does. Matthew 5:27 and 28. A man who even looks at a woman with lustful intent has committed adultery with her in his heart. Should tattoo that one on my forehead. That's all you need to know. Matthew 5:27 and 28. That's it. Drop the mic. Just drop the mic right there. Just try not to let it land on your toe because that would hurt. Yeah, I mean, Jesus got it right. Not only with that, but with how to treat people. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. How are we doing loving others in our life? How are we doing loving the other people in our life? I think that's what Jesus modeled for us. And none of us get it right all the time. Jesus did a pretty good job at it. Probably the best job. For sure the best job. He never missed. How are we doing loving others? It's a good question. All right. Now that I've thoroughly confused everybody on how to sign up for my groups, I can't wait to answer all the DMs in the morning. Like, but Austin, how do I do it? When does it start? Let me just tell you how it works. You go to my website, and if you're a woman and you want to join right now, you use the code Get Started Women, and you sign up for the Wednesday group. And instead of it being $199 a month, it'll be $50 a month for the first 3 months, and then $99 a month thereafter. If you're a man, same thing, but you don't get a discount. Sorry. If you need a scholarship, we could talk about that, but one-off situation. If you're a man and you're like, hey, I'm watching porn, I want to stop, and you want to be with a group of great men who are just there to support each other and work through this while we're diving into our own pain, join my men's group because they're the best. I had a discovery call with somebody yesterday, and I'm going to change the name of the city out of confidentiality, but let's just say it was Chicago. It wasn't Chicago, but let's say it was Chicago. He was like, I'm hesitant to join, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, we got another guy in Chicago. He's the best. Once you meet him, you will love him. And maybe you guys could even hang out. And I've actually done that. I played like matchmaker all over the country with people who hang out together. I don't know if you guys remember that guy I had on my live a long time ago. He was in Washington. And I actually connected him with one of the guys in my group, and they hung out, and it was awesome. Once you realize that you're not alone, it actually makes it more stomachable to move forward in life. Because we all think that we're so special in the things that we struggle with, but we're really not. We're not special. Two things can be true. Like, I'm not that special. I'm not special at all. Last night on my live, somebody said I look like Ryan Reynolds, but missing a chromosome. Not that special. I screenshotted it because I thought it was insensitive and funny. I'm not that special. And I'm super special. I'm super special. When we think that when we elevate ourselves to only being like, I am God's gift to this planet, nope, we're not that special. We're just a speck of dust. Just a speck of dust. And we're super special and valuable. Two things can be true. What days and how much? Connor, my men's groups are Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern time, or Wednesday afternoons at 3 p.m. Eastern time. I have 2 groups for men. And for those of you women who are if and when you join my group, I mean, I'll email you after you sign up, but go ahead and use the free one-on-one coaching session link if you want, because I'll have to talk to you before I let you in to the group. because I talk to every person before they join the group. I can't just let random people in there. How do I know? How do I know who you are? I have to know. Got to maintain the integrity of the group. You're awesome, dude, and your wife is blessed. You have owned up to your sin and you help others. No, no. You're good, Mama Ropes. You're totally good. Trust me. After that snafu, I got you covered. Just block off your calendar. The way it works as well is once you sign up, you'll get a reminder email every week, the day of the group. And even if you sign up for Wednesday, you can still join Tuesday and vice versa. So once this Wednesday group gets going, I imagine that we will have women from Tuesday join Wednesday. In fact, I already know one person, at least one, who will be moving from Tuesday to Wednesday because she has a scheduling conflict. So it'll be good to have her and the others. All right, great being with y'all. Make it a great day or not. The choice is always yours. It's not mine, not anybody else's. But make it a great day or not, the choice is always yours. Always. Always, 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 always. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.